Classified Intel, the VOIDBORN. Archive access granted. This dossier concerns the VOIDBORN, an Omega-class invasion threat and one of the most dangerous classifications known to the Grim Shadows universe. The VOIDBORN are not a single race. They are not one species. They are a category of horror. Anything born in, touched, reshaped, infected, or remade by the Void can become VOIDBORN. Some are soldiers, some are predators, some are weapons. Others are failed bodies still moving after the soul has been burned out. They do not follow normal biology. They do not obey normal warfare. Many carry physical contamination, psychic pressure, and cognitive hazards capable of breaking trained minds. This guide is not academic, it is a survival warning. If you encounter the VOIDBORN, do not study them too long. Do not listen to their voices. Do not assume the thing in front of you was ever fully alive. The Void does not only kill, it changes what survives. Before mortal life, before the first empires, before the stars were shaped and named, there was the Void. It was not empty space. It was not darkness between worlds. It was something older. An alien realm of impossible geometry, breathless silence, and endless hunger. The gods came. These lords of light and order sought to birth creation in their own images. They thought they were the first beings. The stars were forged. Mortal life rose in their fragile light. The greatest lord traveled to where their light ended. He realized they were not the first, that things lived out past their light that were before them, before everything. His mind broke from that realization. He understood how arrogant they had been, how foolish. In his insanity, he created the courts of chaos to play the creation game forever, to keep the Void at bay and for the old ones living in it to never wake up. But the Void waited. It wanted their creations. It wanted to devour their light. Its hunger eternal. It does not create the way living worlds create. It distorts. It consumes. It remembers things that should have stayed dead. The creatures that come from it are not natural species. They are invaders, errors, echoes, and abominations given shape. Their purpose is simple: unmake all that was created till only the Void remained. Whether they serve themselves, the old ones, or alien minds beyond mortal understanding, the VOIDBORN exist to devour the world and all of its light. They are not accidents. They are what comes after reality begins to fail. The Void does not always enter through armies. Sometimes it bleeds through weak places in reality. These breaches are called thin points in the veil. They form where the mortal realm has been damaged by forces it was never meant to endure. War can open them. Mass death, ancient pain, sorrow, and blood leave wounds in the world. The Void finds those wounds and presses against them. Dark magic can open them. Spells that thin the barrier between realms create cracks where something hungry can listen, reach, and enter. Relics can open them. Ancient artifacts tied to shadow, dream, or forgotten gods can act as dimensional beacons. They do not just contain power. They draw attention. Once the Void finds a weak point, it does not build. It does not negotiate. It does not dream. It infests. It consumes. It erases. The VOIDBORN come through these fractures as contamination, predators, and living errors. By the time the breach is visible, the infection may already be inside the world. VOIDBORN hives are not built from stone, steel, or machine parts. They are grown from pain. The process begins with the harvest. Victims are dragged into collapsed cities, sunken temples, forgotten tunnels, and dead places where no rescue signal reaches the surface. They are not killed quickly. They are suspended in mucus pods, sealed inside translucent sacs of liquid shadow. Their bodies begin to dissolve, but their minds remain awake. They breathe, they dream, they suffer. That suffering feeds the hive. At the center is the hive heart, a massive organ of shadow flesh. Black veins draw nutrients, fear, memory, and pain from the bodies suspended above it. If the hive heart lives, the hive grows. From the pit, new VOIDBORN crawl into the world. Some are shaped from harvested bodies, some are grown from raw shadow matter, some are unfinished things that should never move but do. Destroying the outer creatures is not enough. The hive heart must be found. The pods must be burned. The pit must be cleansed. Until the heart dies, the hive keeps spawning. Not all Voidborn are the same. Field reports divide them into 4 primary threat classes. First, breeders and infectors. These are harvested and incubated through hive systems. They operate through swarm behavior, contamination, and mass infection. Alone, some may seem weak. In numbers, they can overrun cities. Second, hunters and executioners. These are grown inside hosts and shaped for pursuit, ambush, and lockdown. They are cunning. Some can mimic behavior, voices, or movement patterns. Their lethality rating is extreme. Third, siege beasts. These are hive-forged weapons. Large, brutal, and direct. They do not negotiate. They do not retreat. They exist for frontline annihilation. Fourth, elites and godspawn. These are not simply born, they are assembled by cosmic will. Cold, calculated, and capable of biological hijacking. Their threat rating is Omega. This matrix is not complete. It is only what survived contact long enough to be recorded. Void Thralls are the most tragic foot soldiers of the Void. They are not born. They are harvested. Most begin as mortal victims dragged into hive systems, sealed in mucus pods, and changed by shadow flesh. Their bodies stretch. Their skin splits with black veins. Their mouths hang open, and shadow tendrils writhe inside the throat. They move in twitching herds, guided by a shared will. They do not scream. They chitter. Some still remember pieces of who they were: a name, a face, a home. A last moment of pain. That memory does not save them. It only makes the transformation worse. In combat, never assume death ends the threat. Many Void Thralls burst into clouds of black spore when killed, infecting air, armor seals, wounds, and exposed skin. They are weak alone. In numbers, they are a plague. Burn the bodies, seal the air. Do not let the spores spread. Void Stalkers are precision hunters. They are not battlefield animals. They are infiltrators, ambushers, and killers grown inside their hosts. Their hosts are often called the Blessed Ones. Cultist chosen by a high priest of Malzaroth or another Old One to receive the gift of becoming. When the Blessed One dies, a Void Stalker will burst from their chest fully developed. No one can explain how a 7-foot monster can burst out of someone who might be 5 feet tall, but it happens. This is seen as one of the highest honors to be chosen to carry this Voidborn. When the Stalker erupts free, it is fully lethal. 7 feet tall. Skeletal plating. Chitin wrapped in shadow steel. Metallic black limbs. Silent movement across floors, walls, and ceilings. It does not roar. It does not warn you. It watches. Void Stalkers are highly observant and capable of mimicry. They do not attack cultists or worshippers of the Old Ones. A single Stalker can slaughter a squad before its feet touch the floor. Do not engage one alone. Do not trust a contaminated host. Do not assume the person beside you is still human. You do not fight a Void Stalker. You survive it. Voidborn hunting packs do not rely on one kind of predator. They use aerial and ground units together to trap prey, break formations, and prevent escape. The airborne threat is the Void Shrike. Shrikes descend from thick mist and dead sky cover. They are winged skeletal predators with thin limbs, curved talons, and hollow eyeless faces. Their role is to target airborne units, scouts, rooftop positions, and anyone who thinks height means safety. You do not hear shrikes coming. Their shrieks bend the air. By the time soldiers look up, the stars are gone. The ground threat is the Void Spinner. Spinners are massive spider beasts with bloated black bodies and writhing tendrils. They do not charge first. They lock the battlefield down. They spit webs of paralyzing black energy, freezing soldiers in place so thralls and stalkers can harvest them. Together, shrikes and spinners turn open ground into a kill zone. The shrikes take the sky. The spinners take movement, and the prey dies trapped between them. Voidborn siege forces exist for one purpose: to break cities. These are not hunters. They are not scouts. They are not meant for quiet killing. They are battlefield weapons. The first major threat is the Web Fiend, part spider, part scorpion, part humanoid war engine. Its lower body moves like a centipede, letting it climb over rubble, walls, barricades, and broken armor lines. Its tentacle arms spray paralyzing webbing. Its stinger tail impales soldiers and pins them in place. Its humanoid arms hurl bone-forged javelins with enough force to punch through steel. Web fiends do not stalk prey. They advance. They swarm, kill, and burn. The second threat is the chittering horror. These are masses of stolen limbs, melted faces, twitching torsos, and dead voices fused into one moving body. Some carry 20 heads, some crawl across walls and ceilings. All of them leave acid behind. Warning signs include scraping, scratching, whispering, and the sound of too many voices coming from one body. Every arm was stolen, every voice belonged to the dead. They read the minds of their prey, calling to them. They will bring up past moments of guilt or shame to pause a warrior about to strike, or cause emotional pain and damage, sometimes acting with the voice of a loved one. Their skin is covered in a sticky mucus like gel. If they make contact with skin or armor, they will slowly start to absorb their victim. If they are successful, a new head and arms will appear on the horror. If you hear them in the walls, the siege has already begun. Deep void entities are not simple beasts. They operate with cold, cosmic precision. These are classified as void-born elites, not spawn, not animals, creatures of will, design, and purpose. The first type is the skittering reanimator. Its scale ranges from hound size to warhorse size. Its body is insectoid, skeletal, and serpentine. Its limbs twitch like broken machinery. Its head is vertical, eyeless, and silent. Its purpose is biological invasion. Skittering reanimators crawl inside corpses. The dead stand up. They lurch forward. They scream without life. Death is not escape. Death is recruitment. The second type is the tentacled hunter. A 5-foot spherical mass of translucent black flesh, 6 tentacles, and 1 mouth. It does not charge like a beast. It glides. It stalks. It calculates. Tentacled hunters grab prey, lift them from the ground, and digest them alive. Soldiers who survive contact say they can feel these creatures thinking. That is the warning. They are not monsters acting on instinct. They are operatives. The Voidborn threat scale does not end at human-sized predators. It rises. A trained soldier may survive contact with a lesser Voidborn. A squad may contain a stalker. Heavy weapons may stop a web fiend. But beyond that level, mortal warfare begins to fail. At the lower end stands the Void Stalker, lethal at human scale, fast enough to clear rooms and kill trained soldiers before they understand the attack has started. Above it comes the Web Fiend, a centipede-spider hybrid built to break formations, pin soldiers, and overrun defensive lines. Then comes Zithris, 60 feet of queen flesh and broodmother intelligence. 8 violet eyes, venom-dripping fangs, webs made from soul thread. Zithris does not only kill, she breeds invasion, and then there are entities beyond clean measurement. The child of Malzaroth is classified as incalculable, assembled by invisible cosmic will, bearing 1,000 mouths and living crystal veins. To see its true form is to lose the mind's ability to remain whole. At this scale, survival is no longer a tactical question, it is a miracle. The Voidborn cannot be counted. Every creature in this dossier is only a fragment of what crawls through the cracks. Every classification is temporary. Every recorded form is only one variation of a hunger that keeps changing. The Voidborn can be burned. They can be broken. They can be banished. But never for long. Somewhere a city vanishes without warning. Somewhere a mountain kingdom dies from the inside. Somewhere a temple sinks beneath the earth and no rescue team comes back whole. Then the whispers begin. A voice in the static, a shadow under the floor, a dead soldier speaking with a mouth that should not move. This is the final warning. The Voidborn are not gone. They are not coming someday. They are already here. In your last moments when the lights go out, the one good thing is at least you can't see what is eating you.